Hello everybody, this is Christopher Brown from Teed and Brown, and welcome back to this week's News and Weather Report. We have some good news to report. We've had a lot of rain this past week, and that has been wonderful for the lawns. They were so dried out that water was really just being repelled off of the surface for quite a while leading up to this week. But now we've had some really good soaking rains over a long period of time. It's gotten the soil profile wetter, which means it's going to be more receptive to new water that might come. That will then sink down in, get into the root zone, and allow the grass to start thriving. You might have noticed that a lot of the brown stuff hasn't started greening up yet again, and that's to be expected. It's going to take a good couple of weeks of consistent water before you start to see that. The reason is because the brown blades of grass, they're kind of like brown leaves on a tree. They're not going to green back up again. They will just fall off or start decomposing into the soil, but they will be replaced by new shoots that come from the crown of the grass as the water sets in and as the grass has the ability to generate new growth. So that process will take a little time. It takes time for the brown stuff to die off and the green stuff to take over and give your lawn that nice green look again. So please try to be patient with that. This upcoming week, we are hopeful but not overly optimistic. It looks like in the weather forecast we're seeing some chance of rain each day, but most of the days it's about 20%, which means it's probably not going to happen. If it does, great, we'll take it. But if it doesn't, after you've had a couple of days after the most recent really good soaking rain, make sure your sprinklers, if you have them, are turned on and set to water again, because it only takes a few days, maybe 3-4 warm days, for the soil to dry back out again. And if you'll notice the temperatures during this upcoming week, we are expecting warm weather. It's going to be in the upper 80s for a good chunk of that time. So please try to water after a few days after we've gotten our last good soaking rain, if you can. If you can't, the lawn will probably remain mostly dormant for a good period of time until we do get the returning cooler weather with a lot of rain. And we'll just have to keep our fingers crossed on that. Until then, though, we want to wish you and your family a very happy, healthy 4th of July weekend. Thank you again for joining us here. I'm Christopher Brown with Teed and Brown, and we will see you next week.